Stagnation, welcome back to the channel. Many people come into crypto or into Bitcoin in many different ways. For example, for us, we actually were captivated by Cardano at the very beginning. But over time, as we learn more, we've become Bitcoin champions, proponents of the King coin. Now, today, we're going to discuss 7 critical questions that you should ask yourself before investing in Bitcoin or any crypto for that matter. So we'll jump right into it here. The very first one, Double O, and give me your take on this one, because I think some of this crosses over as well to traditional investing, right? Maybe stocks and so on and so forth. Why are you investing? What are your thoughts on that one?
I like that question.
Yes.
If you're investing, because Bitcoin is either you're looking at it from multiple ways, but let's keep it simple. Investing.
Yeah.
Are you trying to get rich quick?
Okay.
Are you trying to build wealth for your family or your legacy? Maybe you like a company or you like a technology and you want to invest in it. Maybe there is a mindset. Maybe you want everything to be green, so you believe in green technology, a revolution, or some kind of global change, and there's a solution out there providing that. You want to invest in it. Are you doing that as a result of influence? We were influenced. We like Cardano at the beginning. Are you doing it for a revolution? Like Bitcoin? Let's fix money? These are all the questions you gotta ask yourself if you're trying to invest.
Absolutely. I think it's very much the same thing. I definitely agree with you there. What is the purpose of your investment? Because that would definitely help you understand what it is that you're trying to do long term. Say, for example, something like Bitcoin, right? And this takes us now to our second point as you're trying to invest. Do you understand the core reason behind Bitcoin in this case? Because this is what I think, this is what we teach people about. This is what we are all about ourselves. Do you understand the core reason behind whatever it is you're investing in, especially in the crypto space? We know that in the crypto space, every coin claims to be solving a problem of some sort, right? But with Bitcoin, we can see that there are certain things that this technology is trying to solve right off the bat, and it is already functioning as well, right? So for us, when we look at Bitcoin, we compare it to all the other coins and things like that. It would not make sense for us to maybe keep changing our minds or hop into other things just because they seem enticing. I'm referring to things like yield farming with extreme profits and so on and so forth.
Loaning and then losing all your money.
Exactly.
Right? Losing somebody your Bitcoin. Why would I give somebody my value?
Exactly. You have to have a solid reason, an understanding of what it is you're investing in, and then going from there. Now, some people might look at Bitcoin as just another investment tool, which is fine, right? We've seen GBTC and all these other people
don't mention those guys
creating all these other investment instruments around Bitcoin, right? Ignoring the core purpose of it. I get it. Maybe it's not in their best interest to be promoting.
Back to number one. If you understand your goal in number one, then you will decide if you want to go buy GBTC and all the other paper coins out there, the wrap Bitcoin. Why?
Exactly. Hey, wrap Bitcoin. Just the name of it, man. Absolutely asinine. Our third point here, Double O.
By the way, that was a good one. Wrap Bitcoin. Does paper bit rock? When you wrap it, man.
No. Wait, does paper? No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
Paper wraps rock. Your Bitcoin is gone. It's wrapped.
Oh my God. Yes, you dropped that one. Incredible. Well, investment strategy. What is your investment strategy? Oh man.
So when you come into the crypto space, you gotta ask
Right.
yourself this question, right? Okay, do I understand the technology? Why am I investing in the first place? Now you gotta figure out
Right.
what's your strategy. Are you buying for the long term? Are you buying for the short term? Are you gonna go in and out? Because yeah,
Right.
there are other blockchain crypto technologies out there that actually solve problems. Some do not solve any problem at all. You can
Mhm.
trade those, just like you trade in the stock market. You can trade some stocks and you can hold some for the long term value. But do you want to be trading your Bitcoin? That's the question you want to ask yourself. Do you understand the investment life cycles? Do you know that all investments have cycles where it's not always going up? It's
Yeah.
up and down due to different factors.
Absolutely. Speaking of investment strategies in trading Bitcoin and selling Bitcoin,
Yeah.
I think it is very important for people to also understand that we find ourselves in a place where we have a very unique asset in
Mm-hmm.
our possession, right?
Mm-hmm.
One that some have defined as a commodity,
Mm-hmm.
right? So it's not because, and I think this is where this interchangeability is going to bite regulators as well,
Mm.
because especially for the Fat F, we did a video speaking about some of the draconian laws that they have coming into place, and they say that they have this authority over money. It's essentially a, I mean, I'm kind of
And
just
you actually
summarizing
really,
it.
you're just
Exactly.
some anonymous guy out there.
Authority over this value or unit of exchange and so on and so
Yeah.
forth. However, Bitcoin has been classified as a commodity,
Mm.
right?
Say that again.
Bitcoin is classified as a commodity,
Mm.
right? So it's
Sounds
a
good.
commodity currency
Mm.
is what I'm trying to figure out. It's a commodity money or exchange of value as they claim. Yes, Bitcoin functions in those ways, but I don't think that it can be regulated or treated as uh, what would you say? Now it's even more complicated for me in my mind. You
Can a
know,
commodity be banned?
can a commodity be banned? Exactly. That's can you ban rice? I guess you can ban rice in some places because farmers have to bring it, but you cannot ban a decentralized commodity.
You can ban rice. Does not mean I cannot plant my own rice in my
Ah,
backyard and
true,
still.
true, 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 true. This is true. So
Sort of saying.
yeah, that is very true. So what I'm saying now is then we have this unique asset which you can use it to exchange value with people with a certain level of privacy and fully under your control with self
Mm-hmm.
custody. So um, that is something that is worth thinking about
Think about it.
in your
Think about it.
investment strategy
Mm-hmm.
in deciding where you buy your bitcoins, because you have to be able to move them into your self custody,
Mm-hmm.
right? So there is that piece right there. Now for the next piece, what will you invest in? Is the next topic we'll be talking about here. Now, a fact is 99% of all cryptocurrencies will trend
Mm-hmm.
towards zero, right? So a lot of people are going to lose money. As we can see just this year, FTX,
Mm.
Terra Luna,
Mm.
Celsius,
Mm.
it goes on and on.
Gemini.
Gemini, BlockFi.
Mm.
Man, they had such cool names too, man.
I like
That's really the only thing that pisses me off about it. They had such cool names, right? But
it.
hey,
Oh
listen,
man.
it is what it is, man. Um, which of these things, coins, exchanges, and so on and so forth, are solving real world problems? You know, we were at a conference at one point, Double O, and I think the speaker said something. Your portfolio reflects
We,
your values.
yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
There are people who invest in prison stocks.
Mm.
That person is telling you that they expect more people to go to prison.
Yes, sir.
They expect more crime, and if there is no crime, maybe we can bring the crime to the people or create a means for people to end up in prison. That's the
Black
message that
Rock,
I get from
baby.
people. You know what I'm saying?
ESG.
Exactly. Because you need people to be bad. You need insanity to carry on for you to be expecting to be investing in prison stocks, because you're
Yo,
saying
who
that the
else?
value of prisons is going to go up. Prison does not generate revenue just like that. it's not a. I mean, they've turned it into a business model now because now they can create crime and so on and so forth.
Yep.
But again, it speaks volumes of your values, right? But again, this is a question that only you can answer for yourself, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Next one then. When will you exit? When will you sell your bitcoins? Double O is the question. Is what we're trying to find out here.
Man, we're moving fast, man. We're at number 5 already.
Hey,
And we're going to
number
7.
5, man.
Well, there are certain cryptocurrencies that you probably want to exit, like I mentioned earlier.
Right.
As an investor, you want to know your exits and you want to know your entry. But do you want to exit Bitcoin? Because the way Bitcoin is designed is designed in such a way that you don't really need to exit.
Mm.
But that is a different topic, and so we can do an entire video on that, on how to be a Bitcoin holder without having the need to exit and still be able to use that value and exchange value as well. But it's a crypto world out there. When do you exit? You gotta ask yourself: are you buying Dogecoin to hold it forever? Have you seen the cycle of Dogecoin? You gotta understand the market cycles.
This is true.
Are you going to exit based on technical analysis, or are you going to wait for somebody, the media, or some popular guy on YouTube to say, "Oh, now is the time to exit," when they already dumped, or they're already acquiring, so they're trying to get you to exit so that they can acquire.
Leaving you holding the bag.
Mm.
Yes.
Kramer.
Oh my goodness. Well, we'll skedaddle right along here then. Risk tolerance is another thing that we have to talk about. I think that if anything, after this whole situation that we are seeing right now, this is one is kind of not a joking sort of matter, but people have taken themselves over losing all of their money.
They're all over the internet, man. People always talk about crypto have brought no good to me. I've always
Right.
lost.
Terra Luna, right? We saw people,
That got me. That one got me.
Yeah, I mean, with all of these things, man, right? And the interesting thing about it is like, if you told people ahead of time, hey, try to manage your position. Don't be irresponsibly long on something that has no no bearings behind it like that.
Don't go into deep.
Exactly, right? But people will not. It's the same analogy that I was giving a couple videos ago when I told you about people wanting to be like bodybuilders, right? But if you told them that the bodybuilder was taking steroids or that they would have to take steroids to look like that bodybuilder, they would not believe you, right?
Leverage.
And so, exactly. So
derivatives. And then you wonder why you lose all your money.
You wonder why you lose all your money. So here's something to consider. Many blockchain technologies right now are still in their infancy. So similar to the .com bust, I mean, is it not clear? .com bust happened. It's the same sort of vibe, right? Many of these coins will not make it, right? So I think you have to be very reasonable with the amounts that you're willing to risk in all these altcoins and things like that, because ultimately we cannot tell people what to do or not do with their money. But
financial advice.
Not financial advice at all. But we can definitely come back and say, please, do never forget risk management. Speaking of risk management, FTX CEO or FTX scammer, he actually admitted on national TV that he was not paying any attention to risk. Right? So we can see what happened there. So when it comes to Bitcoin, again, same thing. As much, for me personally, I don't doubt Bitcoin. I keep rolling into it. But I think there's been points in time where I've had conversations with myself. If this thing does not come back in the next 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, are you going to be okay? So that is something that is worth considering.
Think
Now,
about it.
our final point here, Double O.
Number
Where and
7.
how? Right? Where and how do you plan to buy, spend, and or hold your Bitcoin and crypto? Take it away.
Yo, that guy that sold this Bitcoin for some pizza. You know, we have Bitcoin Pizza Day because of that. I think he probably finally gave up, and that was his exit plan, was to go buy pizza.
I mean, dang, that's like, do you think that guy will ever let go of that
Forgive
one?
himself?
Well, I mean, look, he has to forgive himself, but like he cannot forget it.
Hey, just like I sold my Amazon shares back in the day, and I will never forget it.
Yeah, but you know the thing is, Amazon will hit a ceiling,
Yeah, true that.
right? And Amazon, you can always come back and regroup and get it back.
As a matter of
Bitcoin is
fact,
never
I should be doing that right now with all the dumping
Exactly.
going on that stock.
Bitcoin is
Talking
never
about
going back to the
cycles.
price that Bitcoin is never going back to the price that he bought that pizza at.
Hell no, I ain't never gonna happen.
You know, so I only hope that he has bought some now and is ready for the ride. But this is the reason, you know, I think that example itself is one of those reasons why we say you should not sell your Bitcoins into fiat, especially into fiat, because he could transact with it, Bitcoin to Bitcoin. But if you transact with it, make sure that you're always also receiving Bitcoin, not just spending it. Get paid in Bitcoin as well. I think that equalizes it out.
I pay my barber with Bitcoin just to
Yes.
push, get the agenda out there. Give gifts out to my nieces and nephews in Bitcoin, so they understand the technology. You can do those kind of things to prove the technology actually works.
Yeah.
Just like you spend your money and you invest your money in, you know, the current fiat system, you can do the same thing with Bitcoin. What we're trying to say is that Bitcoin does the same thing as we do in the current fiat system with a little bit less control of governments.
Yeah.
So yeah, choose
Less
to
third
spend a
parties.
percentage of your Bitcoin if you want to, but just remember it's the store of your value. So it's up to you to define. They always say save 10% or more of your income or your revenue.
Yeah.
With Bitcoin, you can do a lot more of that and spend very little of it. So it
This is
actually
true.
encourages saving. It encourages a saving mentality.
It really does. Because I think, you know, at the end of the day, man, savings is expenses in the future. So you might as well save it in an asset that, or in you might as well save it in an asset that is going to hold value over time, is fully in your control, right? And I don't think with something like that you can really lose. You know, I mean, some people can see that you can lose the value, especially if you sell into fiat. But this is what investments are all about. And I think as time goes by, I think there'll be better strategies for utilizing your Bitcoin.
Yes, sir.
But not financial advice, as always. You know, just thoughts from the
knowledge, education, trying to
Yeah.
get the words out.
exactly. Final thoughts, sir.
Oh yeah. You've enjoyed the show. Sure you did. Follow us on STAKK on YouTube. Simple. Like, subscribe. Twitter is where all the action is going on these days. Come, have a conversation with us. Follow us over there as well. Oh yeah, Facebook and Instagram. We're on there as well. And
Yeah.
of course, we do the podcasting once in a while. Follow us on Spotify. Come on the show. Let's have a conversation.
Hey, I heard I heard Facebook is out of date, man. Oh man, I feel like I said that another video ago, but it's all good. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. Until next time, Brazen out.